There was certainly not much to do on New Year's Eve in a little village of 1,500 people. Some of the folks of our town would actually make the trip down to Columbus to take in a show and imbibe in some alcohol, feeling as if they had flown to the moon and could disguise their drunken condition without fear of community scrutiny. But most of the citizens of our little burg were devoid of entertainment or ideas for ringing in the new year. So, our local church planned a watch night service so as to prohibit, or at least impair, the possibility of the young kids falling victim to the beckonings of demon rum. Watch night services were a tradition of Dixie, which had been transplanted to the Buckeye State via those who floated north. It was in 4 parts. First, there was eating, the best potluck of the year. Everyone tried to outdo one another, both in culinary skills and appetites. Then there were a couple hours of gospel singing, featuring local talent, or at least local persons. This trailed off into some preaching, warning all present of the dangers of increasing sin in our nation, and the hopes that revival would break out in the coming 365 days provided. And finally, the 12 o'clock hour offered the opportunity for hugs and handshakes. This year I was thrilled. My group, the Gospels, a quartet of young teens, was going to participate in the singing portion of the evening. We had lobbied the previous year and even auditioned for the church elders, were weighed in the balances, and found wanting. This year, apparently, we were in tune. The ironic part of being welcomed into the Songfest was that our group was about to break up. Actually, I was breaking it up by kicking the Connolly brothers out of our team and replacing them with 2 of my friends who I liked better. This caused quite a stir in the church. Matter of fact, I was called in for a conference with the pastor's wife as she tried to explain that human beings had feelings and the Connolly brothers deserved better treatment. I listened politely and did what I always did, ignored her. You see, the Connolly brothers didn't mind. They sang their hearts out that night. I don't know if we sounded good or not, but we sure had fun. It was one of those times when I felt really grown up, in charge, and important. That's hard to come by in a tiny town. I thought a lot about what the pastor's wife said on how to treat people and how to conduct your affairs in a way that would not upset anyone else. I came to the conclusion that this was going to be difficult. I think many people thought I was a real dick when I was a teenager. But without being a little bit of a dick as a teenager, you can grow up to be a dickless adult. So I decided to try to continually improve what I do and what I work with without upsetting people too much. Yes, that should keep me really busy.